Okay, so how's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to our playthrough of the Wages of Sin scenario for Fall from Heaven 2, the high fantasy mod, or should I say the quintessential high fantasy mod for Civilization 4. So just getting back into it, one observation I sort of noticed here is that even though we are already on turn 92, the AI has done a very poor job of developing their lands, like at all. Very few improvements have been made. I think this AI, Fariel, who happens to be my ally, I think she only has 1 or 2 workers. It looks like 2 workers right here. Those are the only workers I see in her entire empire. So I'm not exactly sure why that happened, if that's intended to happen, but we sort of observed the same thing with the Elohim over here, who of course I'm fighting. And there just isn't a whole lot to pillage because they're not improving their lands. But at the moment, what we're currently working on, of course, we're doing a little bit of an invasion here. Nothing serious, not trying to take any villages or cities just yet. Obviously, the objective of this scenario is to remove the enemies, destroy three more enemy players. I think we're still waiting for something. Oh yeah, we're still waiting for Losha Valas, who is my hero, who's the hero for the Calabim civilization. And once we get her, hopefully we'll start taking some cities. So let's get started. And Fariel converts to another religion again. What a surprise. And by that, I mean I'm not surprised at all. She does it so often. Okay. I guess we're going to continue scouting from here. The War Elephant obviously has the most movement. So let's give them all the speed spell and do a little bit more scouting. Ooh. We have some stuff to pillage here. I think we're gonna go ahead and take this plantation out. 14 gold. Unfortunately, scouts cannot pillage. Yeah, and these don't have much movement range. I really do need more mounted units for pillaging, as it turns out. And the scout isn't really doing me any good. What I really need to do is build a hunting lodge so I can get a hawk. It's a shame that I haven't done that yet. Yeah, this ranger. I didn't mean to do that. That's going to be a problem. I have a new mouse. I have the Logitech G502. They replaced my Logitech G700. However, the buttons on this mouse on the side are exceedingly easy to press when I mouse too close to the side of my keyboard. That's going to be an ongoing issue, I imagine, until I learn to master it. So I mentioned something about a hunter's lodge. I don't believe this city is making much science, so there's no point in building a library. Let's go ahead and get that hunter's lodge. Because once we have the hunter's lodge, then we can start building hawks, and scouting gets a lot easier really quickly. So there we go with that. We still haven't built our baby spider pen yet, have we? No. What did I need to do that? Because now that we lost our happiness from that resource, it would be helpful if we could get some silk through the spider pen. Do I still have my spider? Like, it's been a while. Have I lost it? No, we still have a giant spider. Okay, great. I'm just wondering about the spider pen. It should be under buildings. Let's go down to S. Here we go. Spider pen. Oh yeah, it requires animal handling. The good thing about this is while we don't have it at the moment, our ally Fariel is currently researching animal handling. 90 turns, I know, not very great, but better than nothing. And once we finish Infernal Pact, then we can help her research it. One thing I am thinking about doing is maybe getting some workers to come over here and start improving her land a little bit. Now, the great thing about allying with the elves as a civilization is even if she doesn't improve her land, the very fact that they're elves and they have these ancient forests mean that the land on average, even unimproved, is better than usual. But I would like to get some cottages built in there. I'm not sure if I can do that without being Fellowship of Leaves. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe I'll just gift her some workers then. Hopefully she'll be able to start helping me more, because that was part of the idea behind building an alliance is, they help you with the research as well. Obviously, research costs go up, but the idea is that it's offset because both of you are contributing to the research. So at the moment, we're not doing really great on that front. I also need to get a worker over here myself and improve these gems. So let's go back to the hunter. I accidentally skipped its turn last time. Where is it? Here we go. And what exactly was I planning on doing with this guy? It's hard to say. Maybe getting more promotions. I think we have enough bears already. So what we should probably be doing is be on the lookout for gorillas. I lost my gorilla due to a barbarian attack. It might actually be these barbarians right here who attacked me. I killed my gorilla. And I need a gorilla for a gorilla pen. Rumors of a Shiam unit. Wait a minute. Rumors of a Shiam unit that have been torturing enemy prisoners. That has been... Rumors tell of a Shiam unit. Okay. Let's just read the quest log. For those wondering why I'm having such a hard time reading, it's because the text is really small on an HD monitor. I think the game wasn't designed necessarily around the idea of having high definition, because back when it came out in 2006 or 2000, I think it was 2005, obviously HD monitors were not quite as standard as they are now. Okay, so a volcanic eruption near the Gap of Lond has devastated the countryside. Okay, so it's just a standard eruption of a what would it be called? An earthquake? A volcano. What am I saying? It says it right there, volcanic. I'm really slow today, aren't I? Yes, and then there's rumors tell that a Shiam unit has been torturing enemy prisoners. Neither of which are all that important to us. Okay. Let's scout out another city. Do we go across the river or stick on this? Oh, right there we have a city. Wow, look at that. So they have longbowmen, or I should say, who is it? Athene the White, yeah. She has longbowmen defending the city. And there's a monk. Ooh, these are some pretty strong units. 6 and 7 strength. So we will definitely need a hero to start taking those out. And Losha is our best bet on that front, I think. Okay, well, we decided to pillage the farm there. So that's where the rest of the units will go. I mean, my ranger is 7 and my war elephant is 8, so I'm not really that in danger of being attacked, I don't think. Oh wait, here, we can give ourselves a speed boost. Should be able to move one more tile now. Yes, yes indeed. We have a worker there. I would like to bring the worker home. But at the moment, I wanted to improve the production of the growth of that city. Oh yeah, we had this stack of hill giants. I believe I was going to send them out to get more experience from fighting barbarians. It would also be interesting to take this barbarian city here. It's not a bad city at all. Obviously, I don't have pigs and rice, but once the corruption gets over there, it's going to turn into other stuff anyway. So we wouldn't be taking it for the resources. There is the potential that we could get horses, which would convert to nightmares, which we can still use to ride, build mounted units. Because at the moment, we don't have any horses, so we can't build mounted units. So that would be helpful. Like once it expands past the 100 culture requirement, the borders will expand and cover those horses, and then we could get horses. So that makes the case for trying to capture that barbarian city. But at the same time, I think it probably would be pretty important just to try to take out some of my enemies' cities first. Like, why expend units on a barbarian city when I could actually be weakening my enemies? Ooh, we have enemy units spotted. They're just a scout, though, so... We have Larry the Hill Giant. Maybe he can take them out. Units in Fall from Heaven 2 are very weak without promotions. But we will be crippling the economy here. So pillage, move forward. All view units move forward. Let's get that speed promotion. And with that, we're going to pillage the rice farm. So now these players, these enemy players, hopefully have even fewer improvements to help them. Running away with the giants could be a bad idea. Do I have any other units that can bombard defenses? Nope, I don't. So they should be back here by the time Losha Valas is completed, I guess. Oh, foolish you, to walk into my borders unaided. my Larry has destroyed a scout. Hopefully that gave him enough experience to upgrade. 4 out of 2, yes. We'll get an upgrade out of this. Come on, War Elephant, let's center. Should just use the keyboard commands, make this easy. Oh, we have Crusaders, Confessors, and Horsemen. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to give my units the speed spell, and then we're going to be casting Ring of Flames. Did some nice damage to those guys, and we have another Confessor, so that's another Ring of Flames. And the Confessor is down to 4.4. I believe he was originally about 6. Yeah, because 4 plus 2 is 6. We might be able to attack one of these, like 99.3% odds. Those sound like pretty good odds to me. I can't hear myself think over the music of this game. It's so erratic. It's like sometimes some of the tracks will be really low, and some of them are obnoxiously loud. I don't know if they used any sort of normalization in between tracks to equalize them. So we have 2 Confessor. Wait, we have Crusader. He's been fortified here for 1 turn. Then we have 2 Confessors and a Horseman. We should be able to take the Crusader out for sure. So that did us some damage. But we're going to use the regeneration promotion to help him heal. He will heal a little bit this turn. The great thing about the regeneration promotion, you can heal while moving, and you heal an additional 10% damage per turn. So it's a very good spell to put on him because it lasts until your unit is actually healed. The Confessor, I wonder if we can attack that. 97.1. 84.5. Even like a lot of these units have pretty good odds. But I don't want to weaken myself too much, obviously. 99.5. Come on, we can't lose on odds like this, can we? Okay, we'll leave that last one. We'll see if he leaves next turn. I don't want to move out there on my own. I really don't have any other units to move onto that tile if I attacked to defend the unit that I attacked with. Okay, so I mentioned about gems. So we're going to be building a road over there to the gems. It's going to increase our happiness because +1 happiness with mine. Okay, it's only going to increase our happiness by 1. For the second happiness, we would need a Temple of Killmorph, and we don't have that religion. So that's simply out of the question. Come on, fingers crossed, don't attack me. Yes. What are the odds? I imagine we have pretty bad odds against the Lizardmen. Yes, we do. Wait, the Lizardman is only 4. How is he so strong? Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to kill much of anything with the Giants. I think the Giants are just going to remain our main siege units. So I'm going to try to ignore attempting to give them upgrades then. So what should I do? Should I give them +1 movement range? That could be helpful. Since I'm not going to be attacking, ideally. Our War Elephant has another promotion. The great thing is once we get to level 4, or is it level 5? Let's see here. Because the vampirism. Okay, well, they're not going to say right there. Let's take a look at the vampire. I forget the exact details here, but with the vampire, they can actually promote other units to being vampires if they're high enough level. Units level 6 or higher. So I would have to get this elephant upgraded to level 6. At the moment, it's level 3, so we have a ways to go, obviously. And the War Elephant is currently led by Decius. The big question is, what units do we promote against? I think we're just going to promote for Combat 3. Alternatively, we could give him the War Elephant more movement points, but I think we already have enough movement points for the War Elephant. And that Confessor is still standing there, so I guess that is as good an indicator as any that he has a death wish and that we should remove him. What are the odds? 99.8. There is a lumber mill we should pillage. Okay, let's split up here a bit. Well, somebody else had a promotion. My vampire. Is this my good vampire? Yes, it is. This is the vampire with both the promotion for summoning specters as well as the promotion for regeneration. So we want to keep this one safe. One of the useful things we could do is give him additional movement range, I suppose, since he's not going to be doing much fighting. 9 out of 10. Maybe I should have attacked with that vampire instead of the war elephant. I think in this case, we're just going to go with the additional strength. Maybe later we'll go with additional movement, but not at the moment, I don't think. So let's move a tile there. We'll use a vampire to give ourselves haste. And then we'll move up here onto the tile with the lumber mill. And the interesting thing here is we could actually move another tile yet. So we're going to pillage lumber mill like that. We're going to have ranger attack workers. Captured more workers there. And then the rest of these units can move onto that tile. And I left my workers behind. Well, the big question is, will they attack my workers? There is that noise again. I'm not sure what causes that. I'm sorry about that. I still have to pin that down. There is some sort of disconnecting sound that plays. And I'm not sure what it is, but it's coming through on my desktop audio. No, it's coming through my mic audio. Really weird. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. It's hard to initiate it because I don't really know what's causing it. I guess we're just going to have to delete this worker and cut our losses. I don't want them capturing a worker back. I'm pretty sure they don't actually use the worker. I'm pretty sure they delete workers they capture, but just in case they don't, I don't want them getting a worker back. Okay, well, let's pull these giants back to the capital. Let's have that bear speak nationality. I don't want allies killing it. I'm not sure allies can kill hidden nationality units you own. I know players not on your team can. When I say allies, I mean players on your team or on my team. Players who are not on your team I know can kill it, but I'm not sure if that applies for players who are on your team, but you still have the hidden nationality promotion, right? Confusing perhaps, but it's a good question. Here are some mines that need pillaging. Unfortunately, there's no direct road to it. Our only way is to just jump into that territory there. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to pillage with the war elephant. I'm pretty sure, wait, 2 workers? Well, one's a slave. I don't know. We don't really want a slave, do we? I mean, they're good for increasing production in a city temporarily, but not for working. You're paying for the upkeep of that. Well, the plan here was to step a tile there and then go to the mine, but if we have workers with us, I'm pretty sure they don't get the movement promotion, right? Let's try this. Yeah, the workers cannot move. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, since I really don't want to throw the worker away, maybe I should, but we're just going to ring of flames this place. So that longbowman's now down to 3 out of 3. It's pretty weak. Just out of curiosity, 95.2%. Should we do it? I guess that answers that question. And let's cast some regeneration to help heal that war elephant. How many turns? His face was in the way. 1 turn, okay. Excellent. By next turn, the war elephant should already be healed. Guess that's the end of that turn. As Secretary General, you can choose a UN resolution to put forward for a global vote. This is actually has to do with the Under Council. Apparently, it hasn't been renamed. Enlist the Night Watch, fund dissidents, set up slave trade, set up smuggling ring. I forget. Here, let's sign open borders. Let's sign open borders with everybody. I forget what some of them did. I looked it up before, but then I promptly forgot. So I guess we're just going to have to wait a bit on that. Let's get back on the road, though. And we have another promotion for our war elephant. Ooh, really moving up in the world here. It's another combat strength promotion. Up to level 5. Next level, we'll be able to make this a vampire unit, the war elephant. What is great about the vampire, right? Let's look over this again. You get an additional 10% strength, and you can heal an additional 5% damage per turn. Not bad. Not critical either, though. So, oh yeah, you can also cast the feed spell, which means that if you have units with you, what are they called? Let me just check my capital here. If you have blood pets with you, when your unit is has taken damage in one combat, you can immediately heal that unit up by consuming your blood pet. If that makes any sense. But in our case, we need haste. We want to pillage the iron mine. Very important. And then we want to move one up. Wait. Let's do a little bit more fire damage. The great thing about this is they do not gain experience from me doing that kind of damage, which makes it a very powerful attack. I could attack with the elephant. Instead, we're going to go up here and split it up. Maybe we should attack with the elephant. 99.1. There's a monk. The interesting thing is, like, this city, the defenses, I haven't even bombarded them at all. Maybe the giants are not going to be needed if we can take over cities this easily. Although some other ones might have walls. No, I don't see walls. We might be able to wipe this civilization out in short order if this winning streak continues. 97.2% odds. For the vampires, I'm just going to have them pillage, I think. Wait. No, I need to heal. Okay. Let's cast regeneration. You can pillage the mine. And should we attack with the hunter? I guess that answers that question. Done. The giant is back home. That one anyway. Other one has a ways to go yet. Ooh, the tribal village. Let's collect that. And here's a skeleton. Oh, look, I could actually construct a dancing bear inside her city. It would give her an additional happiness and 3 culture. At the moment, though, it looks like she has... Why can't I enter this city? Come on. She does have a festival here. Just interested. Oh, you don't need a festival to build a dancing bear. Is that right? Let me check my cities first. Maybe I need another dancing bear. This place does not have a dancing bear, which means we need one. This one does not have a dancing bear. Really? I only have 1 dancing bear. Okay, well, sorry, Fariel. We're actually going to have to try to bring this guy home. I'd rather have him build me a dancing bear than build you one. Yes, force open borders between all members succeeds. So there are 2 different councils in this game. One for the good alignment, one for the evil alignment. The evil alignment is called the Under Council. We are evil, so that's our council that we will be voting on. The good side has the Over Council. I think it's in the civics. Yeah, right here we have membership. If you have no membership, you can't vote in anything. But you really don't take sides in the battle of good versus evil then. Oh, okay, it looks like everybody's taking as much damage here as possible. 3 hunters. Should we try to do this turn? Like, we could take out this village. I don't know how many cities she has. Like, I can't talk to her, so there's no way of making sure. But 99.9. Those are the kind of odds I like. Let's go ahead and give ourselves another strength promotion. And we are level 6, which means I should be able to give this guy vampirism. Feast, here we give. Cast gift. Vampirism. Or cast gift vampirism. Good question. What are our odds here? 99.0. And 1 hunter left. Let's take it. So what's in here? Just an archery range. I really don't see a reason to keep this aside from the iron. Obviously, the iron would be important. Okay, that's something to think about. Is there any other iron? I don't think so. So because of that, maybe we should keep it. I can't build settlers. That's the problem. If I keep it, I have to keep something back here to defend it, though. Which makes it a bit more of a complicated situation. Will I ever need iron? I think we should keep it. We can always choose to raise it some other time. But for now, we're going to keep it. Because, look, there is no iron. I mean, obviously, Highburn has iron. I don't think he would ever trade it with me, though. He's kind of annoying like that. Do we even have a trade route? Maybe we don't have a trade route with him. I don't see. Let me see here. No, we actually don't. We're not connected. Maybe I should try connecting our... Well, I don't think he has a mine there. Maybe he does. Maybe I should try connecting our cities first. I don't know. The challenges of being in a leadership position. We have a whole bunch of slaves that we captured, though, here as well. So let's just skip a turn in there. Maybe heal. Let me see here. What would I like to build in this city? Probably an archer. Do we have the ability to build one? Holy smokes, we do. 61 turns. Let's cast the spell. Here we go. Regeneration. There we go. Just like that. Uh-oh. The most cultured civilizations of the world. Hyborum is the glorious. And I am down here, Decius the Forgotten. I'm the least cultured of all these people. Of all these civilizations. So there's a confessor and an adept. Apparently not so adept at defending their own cities, though. Let's go. I mean, what should we promote for here? Good grief. It's a challenging unit. Cast the divine spell Unholy Taint. Minus 25% strength. Minus 1 strength. Really? You're not going to be using it for defense. Could heal while moving, but that's not really that useful to me. Combat, then. It is. Can only hurry the production of a building. Well, that makes you kind of useless, doesn't it? Let's get a... I could put a palisade in here and just hurry that, couldn't I? Wait, that's a training yard. I'm looking for palisade. Here we go. 10 for the production of it. How many hammers is it? 40, okay. So we can get this finished pretty quickly. 31 turns, 21 turns, 11 turns. And that's because it's still in resistance at the moment. Okay, another promotion for our war elephant. Combat 5, an additional 20% strength. This war elephant should be very mighty. Even the mighty war elephant at 16 strength has 96.8% odds of taking out a confessor standing on top of a mountain with a forest on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this guy step out here. Wait, if I do that, I'm going to accidentally hurt my entire army. Okay, everybody out. Everybody out. Let's ring of fire this thing. Like that. He didn't take much damage. 2% damage and 6% damage. Okay, well, anyway, everybody get back in, though. And one of my vampires has another promotion coming. So if we do body 2, it allows for regeneration. But I think I want to promote this one up for strength. We only need one vampire that has regeneration as a promotion. There's a road there. I want to connect our empires. So the best way to do that would be to build a road up that way. And I guess we're just going to walk all the way around here with the rangers. One of the things that I could do in terms of getting this bear back home safely is move potentially through Hyborum lands. I'd really be taking a detour to do it. But I mean, it's possible. Let's try that instead, because I keep getting my animals killed by wandering out there into the wilds. I mean, look, right, there's a skeleton already. Constructed a library in Nubia. Let's see here. Helps. I think probably want to go for another vampire. Especially now that I have some more population in the city. So that will be in 10 turns. It's a bit much, but we need a few more vampires around here. Especially given the fact that all of my other units are this far away. Which makes it difficult to defend my own country. My main force is that distant to me. As Confessor healed in 1 turn, somehow. Confessor damaged 18% by fire. Yeah, so without the mountain and the forest to protect him, he takes a lot more damage. Look at that, like down to 3.6 health now. There's a Confessor and an Adept. Let's get the War Elephant out. Get some more experience for that. And also the ranger. Now the big question is, when do we move out? When do we leave the city? Oh wait, did I get another slave? I think I did. Let's break that up. Now the palisade will take 1 turn to complete. It's the best use I can think of for them. Ooh, not a whole lot occurring in between turns at the moment. Los Chevales will be complete in 3 turns. And look, Ferial converted to another religion, just like clockwork. I'm curious. Let's take a look at one of her cities. Does she actually have anarchy going on? It's a good question. I'm not sure there's any way to tell, because I mean, I can look at her cities, but I'm not sure I can tell exactly what she's doing. I mean, it's saying it. Oh, she's not spiritual, is she? She's arcane, raiders, and sinister. Is arcane like the new spiritual? Maybe that's the reason she does it all the time. Let's see here. Like traits. I think it's under traits, but it's not alphabetical. Yay! Yet another list of things that are not in alphabetical order. How wonderful. Civilizations, rituals, civics, corporations, leaders, units, unit category, spells and abilities, race, items, effects, specialist improvements, resources. Oh my goodness, where is it? Where are the leaders? Here are the leaders. Let's look at Ferial. Arcane gives you double... No. She does not have the ability to just switch civics without anarchy. So apparently anytime she switches religion, she has to be incurring anarchy. Because I'm pretty sure the AI doesn't get off on that one for free. I'm pretty sure even the AI has to endure turns of anarchy whenever they change civics or religion, which is really annoying. She keeps changing it all the time. Maybe what I should do is just try to spread my religion into all of her cities. Maybe she'll convert to that, and then I won't have to worry about her converting all the time. I mean, look. Fellowship of Leaves, Fellowship of Leaves. This city doesn't have anything. This city doesn't... Why is she converting to this stuff? What is she now? She's nothing. She's the Shadow of Isus. Or the Council of Isus. Like, why would she convert to that? I don't even see it in any of her cities. Is it in this one? I bet it's in this one. No, it's not. How can she convert to a religion that she doesn't have in any of her cities? That doesn't make any sense. She doesn't have the Council of Isus in any city. Am I missing something here? How can she convert to it? She only has 4 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4. How is she getting Council of Isus? Is it because I have it? I'm pretty sure I can't convert to... I mean, she only has the Fellowship of Leaves, and I already have it in my city, so I could convert to it anyway. It's really, really weird. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, look, there's some Barbarian Bears. Too bad I don't have my Rangers over here. Or do I? Let's see here. No, my other Ranger's up there. Up north. What do we have here? Rumors tell of a Mercurian unit that has been torturing enemy prisoners. Not again. That event seems to come up a lot. Twice in one episode. It's unusual. So the big question. Do we set out now? If we do, what unit do we leave behind? I'm personally in favor of leaving the Ranger behind. He's a very skilled unit and very fast. So if I needed to evacuate the city, I always could. So that's what I'm doing at the moment here. I think we will leave the worker behind as well. No sense in dragging that along. And we'll just move out like that. Wait. We don't have to skip turn. I can actually give myself an additional movement. So there's that, and then there's that. Very helpful. Very helpful. It really helps move you along. And everybody else sleep and stay in the city. Ooh, we've completed our road. So where's the nearest road here? I don't think he has any roads. We'll just have to build it there then. He has a road in that mine, but it's closer just to connect it directly to the city. We could connect it to the city through the mana node. I think that would be better because that way he won't have to build a road on it to connect it up. Yeah, but if I had my ranger over here, I could capture that bear. Los Chevales has been completed. So here she is. As you can see, strength 8 right off the bat. Wait, who made a permanent alliance? Let's see here. Hyborum made a permanent alliance. Oh, with her. Oh, the Shiam. That's interesting. She'll trade military strategy. Let's talk to Hyborum once, see what he'll trade. Oh wow, they jumped right to the top of the list now. Oh, he'll trade military strategy 2 for fanaticism. Where is she? Like, the only reason we should withhold technologies is that way we can trade them later. Military strategy. 700, wow. She'll trade it for fanaticism. 2,600 for, no, ha. It's not a very good trade. Not a very good trade, I have to say. I'm getting a bit of a stinker of a deal here. Let's see. She'll also give me a world map and 30 gold. What will Hyborum give me? Because obviously he wants the same thing. He doesn't have any gold. So I guess we're trading it to the Shiam. It really doesn't matter because they're on a permanent alliance. So anything I give to one, I give to the other. So there we go. One of the things we want to do with Los Chavalas pretty much as soon as possible is start promoting for strength. Because that way we can get the hero promotions. What are they? Like heroic strength 1, the heroic defense 1. So there we go with that. If only my cities grew more, I would actually be able to feed off of them for additional experience. Let's just try it once. We're down to 5. And we'll have enough experience for a promotion next turn, which should help get us going. Here are the consequences of setting little fires out all over the place, is they can start burning entire forests down. My ritualists caused that to happen. So in one turn, let's see here. Everybody's really mad. Too crowded. Yeah, this city's going to be pretty much useless. I mean, aside from the iron resource which I pillaged, of course, which means I can't use it. I couldn't use it until I researched it anyway, but makes it a little bit extra worthless, doesn't it? Here are 2 workers. After I mentioned that the AI was not using enough workers, it seems like all of a sudden they have an abundance of workers. So, additional speed. Here we go. Capture those workers. I think we'll grab these rest of these units and pillage the rice farm for 10 gold. And we are getting hit with some maintenance penalties for taking that city. So complete. What? I can build a settler now? I'm pretty sure I couldn't build a settler before. Like, I'm really sure I couldn't build a settler before. How did I get the ability to build a settler? I was so certain I couldn't build one. Form of the Titan sounds interesting. All new units receive +2 additional experience. I wonder if anybody else is building that. Really, though, I should probably build a carnival. Or, wait a minute. If I build a breeding pit, that's 20% additional food growth. That could be important for us because we want to grow our cities big. But we also want our cities to be happy, which means we want to build a carnival because it will allow us to build different animal pens that give us happiness. What else would be like a very good thing to build in here? Okay, I could build another ritualist. I really should have a ritualist here at home for helping deal. Oh wait, I do. I already do have a ritualist at home. Okay. Then in that case, I think we're going to be going ahead with my plan that I had before. What was it? It was Carnival. There we go. How much happiness? How much spare happiness? 6 of 6. Okay, we are at the maximum happy cap at the moment. So that explains why that city's not growing. This one's not growing because we're building a vampire in it. We're still working on building that mine to the gems, which will give us additional happiness. In the sands of a timberling desert, archaeologists have unearthed a cache of ancient texts. So here's our second promotion for Los Chavalas. She'll obviously gain promotion automatically every turn because she's a hero unit. But in the meantime, I think we will grab these 2 giants along with her and start working our way towards enemy territory here. She's going to be our strongest unit if I get to put Decius, if I get to attach Decius as a commander to her. That will be our strongest unit on the map. At the moment, the war elephant is, but she is already strength 8, so that attaching Decius will make her strength 9. So the big question is, do we go for this city over here? I'm kind of in favor of doing that. So let's head over there, try to get that done. War elephant here is going to do some pillaging. 10 from the plantation. Let's start this up again. Cast haste. I'm not sure what I should do with these workers. Not a whole lot I can see. They don't have the commando promotion, which makes it hard to use them. One thing I could do is I could run them over here and see what's in that dungeon. That would take 2 turns. If I try to run them home, they'll take 3 turns. I might make it. Let's try it anyway. I'm going to be capturing this next worker right over here. Let's see. Guess we're attacking with an elephant. And then the rest of the units can just go in that same space. And skip turn. Skip turn. Constructed palisade. We have a couple of units working now. I still want to build that archer. What I could do here is I could send this worker out, start building a mine. That would help us grow. Hebron has completed the Hall of Kings. Good for him. Guess it's better than having the enemy build it. I wasn't planning on building it anyway. Let's just out of curiosity, let's see what it does. So wonders, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Where's H? Here it is. Hall of Kings, +2 culture per specialist in all cities. Yep, that's not important to me at the moment. We can get there in 6 turns. Let's try it. Build that mine. And the big question is, like, do we take a peek at this city? Or should we head straight for, what is this? Glens of Killybegs? We can get there in much less time than 6 turns. I think we could take a peek at this city. A longbowman, a monk, a confessor, a longbowman, and a confessor. Pillage that tile. And then one of the things we could just like start heading back, I suppose. Or I could give them a good taste of their own medicine. Let's bombard these guys. We also have another worker here, yeah. This is bombard with the ring of flames. The longbowmen do take a lot of damage for that. But I'm not sure that's going to be enough to actually kill the longbowman. Come on, get the thing out of my way. Get the tag out of my way. 40% natural defense, yeah. I think we're going to hold off and wait for the giants on this one. So let's move 1 space away. And our bears, getting back to our bears, are slowly working their way back home through first my allies' lands, and then the Highborn lands. I've constructed a hunting lodge. Excellent. Let's build that hawk. Be able to do a lot more scouting and gather a lot more intelligence once I have a hawk. Okay. It's a road. Yeah, we should have a trade network. Yes, we do. We actually do have a trade network with Highborn now, which means he has nightmares and gems available to us. But wait, I thought I had gems. Oh no. Yeah, I'm really not interested in any of that. Obviously, he traded all of his iron away. And now he has stirrups and mathematics to trade, and I don't have anything. Nothing that I have he wants. I mean, I have Way of the Forests. Good luck getting them to want that, right? But having open trade routes should mean that I can now establish trade routes with them. Yeah, see? We have our trade routes going over there, which generates more commerce. Instead of having trade routes within your own borders. Or within your own cities. So where should we improve next? That's a good question. Maybe I should actually run this worker all the way up to my allies' territory. How would that work? Let's see here. We're going to build a road just like that. And it's another turn. which means another turn to move one step closer. So let's grab Losha. It's 4 turns yet. We'll be within range of the city. I want to take that city yet before we end this episode. And the big question here is, do we leave the worker behind? Because even if we cast haste, haste will not be cast on the worker. Which means, yeah, they can't move. It's like, I could get right next to the city. The worker can't. So let's do that. Split it up. We have a longbowman, a monk, a hunter, a horseman, and an adept. I could capture this worker right here, right now. But I think we'll hold off. Maybe not. Do you think you will attack with this? He could attack with potentially the hunter. I mean, because we don't have a ranger anymore. The war elephant is sort of the kingpin here of the entire stack. I don't want it to get destroyed. Let's delete this worker. I don't want him taking it back. And Ferial converted back to Fellowship of Leaves. Is the worker in the city? Yes, it is. Losha has another promotion coming. Let's do that. How are we looking? 64% odds with her. Okay, our first hawk. Should we rebase it or should we try some scouting right here? Let's do some home scouting, just out of curiosity. And we can sort of see what's going on in that land. And let's rebuild this resource farm. And with our, what is this called? The Ritualist. We're doing our Ring of Flames, which knocks the longbowman right down. 99.2. Let's go for it. Destroyed a longbowman. Didn't take any damage. And is this my powerful vampire? They're both equal strength. 96% odds. Another hunter? Really? I guess we're just going to keep attacking here. 99.9% odds. Wow, I would be a fool not to do that. And we also got another slave. What? Pretty sure it was 99% odds. Pretty sure it was 99% odds. Okay, well, we need to send this ritualist along now to make up for the one I lost because of stupid reasons. I don't know how that happened. I was very certain that was like 99% odds. I guess they had to kick me in the teeth anyway. Since we're losing ritualists, we should build another ritualist thingamajig. What did I need to build them? Was it the temple of my religion? Where is that anyway? Tower of Eyes? No, that's not it. Oh my goodness, this is so confusing. Where is it? It's a dungeon, and no, it's not that, it's not that. Is it this? Pagan Temple? Is it one up? No, those are all units. Do I already have the temple in here? Oh, I don't have the religion in here. That's why. I should try to build a unit to spread some of my religion to the city. I can't believe I didn't do that already. Okay, so what do we do instead? Like, this city's... It was only established to get access to copper. There was just nothing else I'm ready to build in it. Let's build an archery range, and then I can start producing archers in that city, and then later longbowmen. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have an archery range anywhere else. Let's see here. No, except for that city that I captured, which obviously is not really in any condition to produce units. I don't think. I don't know, maybe 5 turns. Maybe it is. Maybe we don't need another archery range. So instead, let's try building for growth then. So we can go ahead and build a granary here. We're not making enough science really to justify a library. We could build a granary in anticipation of the Infernal Pact. The change in civic set that will bring. Barbarian has been captured. by the elves and raised. That was quite nice. He already brought in a new monk. 4.2. Still not fast enough. What are the odds with my war elephant? Let's examine that city. Nope, burn it. And we captured a worker. Let's take these 2 slaves and send them back to help build a building sometime. And we're going to use this vampire and give ourselves regeneration. And then everybody just skip a turn. Okay, the hawk is pretty useless here. Holy smokes, they have a treasure. They have something known as a supplies unit. Look at that. Somehow the barbarian still has a supplies unit that they never used to build a building in a city. Let's rebase the hawk, and let's do some scouting from here. And we'll actually be able to see something interesting for a change. So here we have it. 4 units there. 4 units there. So 2 more cities. Nothing the White. Looks like she's going to be out of the counting. Then we can start focusing on some other civilizations here. The Mercurians are over here. Who else is there? Oh yeah, there's Van Gossam over here. And then the good elves up here. So that'll be a thing. Completed our iron mine. Let's build another mine. This city might actually be okay. It actually is a holy city, come to think of it. It has the runes of Kilmorph in it, which means if we wanted to ever get the additional happiness bonuses from having the gems, by having a Temple of Kilmorph in our city, we could potentially spread that religion into our city so we could build the Temple of Kilmorph. Okay, our gems have been completed. Now we just need to build a quarry here on this polluted stone. Another vampire. I think we'll keep this one at home. I don't have any other vampires at home. And what do I want to do with this worker? Let's just build up mine, get that thing finished. Let's scout. See what we can scout here. Ooh, this is the Mercurian land. That's where it begins. So this city could be useful as a base station, sort of as a launching point, because there's a little bit of a hill range here that funnels these people, the Mercurians, to attack me in this area. So they can't move through here, I don't think, unless they go all the way around. So that would help secure our lands. So maybe keeping that city was a good idea after all, even though I could build more, as I later discovered. Right there was a burnt forest. That's what happens when you burn a forest down. I'm not exactly sure why that's a problem, though. I mean, if you look at it, it has the same number of hammers as the forest that isn't burnt. Oh, it has less defense, though. Wait a minute. 25? Yeah, it just has less defense when you burn the forest down. Overall, not a very significant difference. Maybe we can finally catch up with these units now. Okay, another promotion for our elephant. Let's see here. Probably should promote against archery units. I do encounter those a lot, but I also encounter disciple units. I think we're just going to go for additional movement this time. Step there, and I'm curious. This should give hill giants another movement. Yes, indeed. So let's move back into the heart of the enemy territory. Maybe we can still take out an additional city. What should I build in this city? Have I completed the festival? Let's see here. Yeah, there's the carnival. I don't think I ever... Oh, I made use of it by building a lion's cage. So what else? Probably should just build another vampire. When the Infernal Pact is completed, then we'll start focusing more on growth. And she now wants to have my world map. There. I'll give it to you for 30 gold. How can we be out of movement already? That is one slow hill giant. And he's really slowing us down. Like, are you kidding me? Does he not have the right promotions or something? Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have command, though. So we're just gonna have to leave him behind, I think. See, if I continue moving and just leave these hill giants behind, I could capture that worker and get within range of the city to do some friendly bombarding. But I think it would hurt my own units, so we're gonna skip that for now. We'll get the worker later. I do need another ritualist. I thought I was bringing one along. Yeah, here he is. He's very slow, though. One thing we need to do, we need to build a road here. That way it will speed those things up. Okay, we got our slaves back into the city. Let's try hurrying this production a bit. The carnival. Guess we're just going to build standard improvements here then. Nothing else to do. Okay, there's another entrance they can get through right here. So this really doesn't hold them off entirely. What next? I guess that's the end of the turn. A great commander has been born to Highborham. Lucky him. How close are we to getting a great commander? I guess we never do get another great commander. You just get the one you start with. At least for us. Okay. Time for the giant to come into his own. Let the bombardment commence. Unfortunately, I should have actually used my ritualist before I did that. Now my hill giant took 40% damage. Wow, that really hurt him a lot. 94.7%. Could have went bad. 94.9 with her. We could bring in some specters. But I think I'd rather heal the elephant in one turn. Maybe we'll bring in the specters next turn. Okay, let's skip a turn here. There's not a whole lot else to do with... Okay, I know what I can do with this hawk. I have a ranger up here. Let's rebase the hawk to the ranger. I'm not going to scout out that dungeon because it could be bad. And since I can't rebuild my rangers, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to lose the ranger to something stupid. Looks like our ritualist has another promotion. Let's give it the speed promotion. That way we can move a little bit faster here. Yeah, it really hurt my giant though doing that. I wonder if he will get killed this turn. Nope. Now Fariel has adopted a different civic.
Let's get moving.
Okay. Our giant can join the fold. Let's do a ring of flames. Let's get this other guy there. He can't do a ring of... Oh, wait. Why can't he do a ring of flames? Okay, here it is. There we go. Now we have both of the ring of flames down. So the next question is, what are our odds? 98%. I'm going to throw down a couple of specters here. Well, that hurt the longbowman a bit. So now we're going to try the war elephant again. 99.9% odds there. Here you have a monk, 4.2 strength. 99.3% odds. As we know from prior experience, it can be 99.9 and I'd still lose. The odds against this confessor are not exceedingly good. So I think we're waiting a turn here. I should have bombarded before I did all that. What are the odds now? Still not good enough. Okay, we skip a turn. Next turn we should have that city. And our first archer. Let's get that promoted for city defense. And let's do some scouting with the hawk. Completed the carnival. Yes, we needed another ritualist. Completed an archer. Get another archer. And let's look up here. So it gives us a lay of the land. A couple of barbarian cities. Nothing too interesting. Oh, she's connected to my trade network now. That's useful. Yes, indeed. We would like those resources. Okay, I've completed Infernal Pact. So this is the crescendo that we've been working towards. Also, as Secretary General, I can put along additional votes. Let's enlist the Night Watch. Yes, indeed. So, we're ready to take this city, I think. My elephant is ready. Lo Chavalis is ready for another promotion. The giant can help bombard this down to nothing. And there's only a confessor in there. So 99.6 looks like the best we're going to get. Let me examine this city. There is an academy here, which would help us with our science. It would be tempting to take this city. It would help join my empire. It's in a good location. It has a river right next to it, which is much better for growth. Obviously, the spices will turn to regents, and the price will turn into something else. I think we're going to keep this city. Let's install that new governor. Another thing we have to think about here. I just completed something important, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, research. So, let's hear it. Your society can now implement the civic sacrifice the weak. The Ashen Veil religion is required as a state religion, reduces the health and great person production. Yes. So let me take a look at the big picture here. I was planning on doing this. We're going to move from nationhood to sacrifice to weak. This is going to make our cities grow a lot faster. I think at the same time, I can also switch out one other civic. The big question is, what is it going to be? Ideally, I do like God King, but now we're getting a lot more cities. I think we should actually switch to city-states. It will increase our war weariness, though, which is not a good thing. But God King, I don't know. This would be useful. Aristocracy. We could go with Aristocracy, which would give us an additional gold from farms, while at the same time going with Agrarianism, which would give us more food from farms, which would make up for that. And then that would make our farms really powerful, right? Because they would be giving us gold. I think we should do that. I think we should go with Aristocracy and Agrarianism. We're going to be switching from Conquest, which means we need to find a way to supplement not having that additional experience, which means we're going to move from slavery, which I wasn't really using anyway, aside from the 25% chance of creating slaves from combat. Let's be honest, that really didn't add up to a whole lot. Maybe in the entire time I played, it added up to 100 additional hammers towards buildings. And we're going to switch to apprenticeship. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do that revolution. It's going to be 2 turns. We're also going to start working on animal handling to help Ferial out. Hopefully complete that a lot quicker. And I think that is pretty much it for this episode. So we made some decent progress here. Let's get all these units back in the city. If you take a look, we captured 2 cities. We captured 2 cities, raised a 3rd city, and Athene the White is down to 1 city, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty close to 1 of the 3 players down. So we are finally making some decent progress. I haven't really been challenged at all by these enemy players. There was that one attack that Athene the White brought against me with her hero units, but it really didn't go anywhere. She didn't kill anything of mine, I don't think. Maybe she killed one thing. I should also build like this worker here, just so I don't forget this. We're going to have him go here and build a mine when I jump into it again sometime next week. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty good progress. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Oh wait, by the way, you can see my entire land here has been corrupted now by the bad territory. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, as always, and I hope to see you next time.